In this video, I'm going to be talking about 15 different ways to find web design clients, and it's actually going to be ranked from my least favorite strategies, ones that I've personally tried and did not work, to my favorite strategies that have gotten me the most clients. So we're going to start out with numbers 1 and 2, which are cold emailing and cold calling. Now, these are just about my least favorite strategies for finding web design clients because I've tried this, and number 1, I hate doing it. Number 2, you just get shut down time and time again. But overall, this is not my favorite strategy. So if you are going to make these strategies work, I think that the secret is in volume, trying to call hundreds of different companies or send emails out to thousands of people. But really, overall, I think this is pretty spammy, it's pretty salesy, and a lot of people just don't like this type of thing. Before I get started with these, just remember to leave a thumbs up and also subscribe if you are getting any value or you want to see more videos about web design, growing your business, Webflow, and Shopify. Strategy number 3 is by using branded items. Now, this isn't one of my favorite strategies, but I have seen it work before, and I have branded items for my company that have actually gained us quite a bit of publicity. Now, this means, wearing your logo on your t-shirt or wrapped on your car, or maybe having cups or mugs or bottles with your logo on it. So number 4 is speaking events. And this is actually an okay strategy to find clients for your business. So I have done one of these before, and I actually got 1 or 2 clients, based on that conversation I had with the students, which was pretty cool. But I don't think that it's the greatest strategy, and that's why we're going to move on. Number 5 is going to be utilizing business cards. So I know business cards are probably not the most flashy or modern way to get web design clients, but I actually have gotten a lot of use out of my business cards, and I would put it somewhere on this list. So you're going to want to leave business cards in popular places. Say that you leave them in a barber shop or a hotel on the boards where there's a bunch of different business cards pinned up. I have utilized business cards a lot, and I think that, they're one of the strategies that's going to help you get more eyes on your business and help you get more clients. On top of that, you could just go around in popular places, maybe in a city or just somewhere where there's a lot of traffic, and you could hand out business cards, start conversations. This also isn't my number 1 strategy to find clients, but this is something you could do if you really wanted to just get out there and hustle and find a bunch of new clients. Number 6, we have blogs. So blogs are quickly becoming, a less popular strategy. Blogs aren't the number 1 thing I'm doing to use my time effectively in order to find clients, but I know people that are actually writing a bunch of content and it's driving leads for their business. Number 7 is actually a pretty decent one, and that is freelancing services. Some examples of this are Fiverr and Upwork. These are platforms where you can either list jobs or you can list your experience basically, and then people can find you and request you for jobs. Now, this isn't a strategy that I'm personally using, but when I first started my agency, I did try it out. I think that this is a strategy that's going to get you clients, but they just might not be the ideal clients because at the end of the day, you're going to want clients that are higher paying, higher value. Whereas when it comes to Fiverr or Upwork, a lot of the time you're looking at smaller projects that don't have, as much value there. Next up, we have utilizing Facebook groups. Now, this is actually a really good strategy, one that's landed me multiple clients before, and it's pretty easy to do, and it's also pretty sustainable. There's going to be a couple different types of Facebook groups that you're going to want to be looking at. There is town and community Facebook groups. These are actually, great places to find leads because there are going to be people in these Facebook groups that are asking for web designers. Now, I've actually gotten multiple leads from these town community groups because either when somebody says, I'm looking for a web designer, either you have to jump on it quick and say, I build websites, check these ones out, or you have to have somebody else jump in for you and say, hey, I know a great web designer. His name is Dylan Davino. Here's a link to his website. And this has happened to me a couple times where somebody asked for a local web designer and a couple people from my networking group all put my name down. That person immediately came to me, pretty much sold before you even meet them. And then another type of Facebook group that you're going to want to utilize is web design groups and web design communities. The one problem with these groups is that there's a lot of web designers in there, so it is going to be pretty competitive. But if you do actually have a great portfolio and you stand out as one of the best web design companies that's competing for that bid, then you do have a good shot of landing some leads and landing some clients through these Facebook groups. Number 9 on my list is posting on social media. So obviously, social media is a very powerful tool nowadays, and people are spending hours a day on social media, so why not use it to grow your business? So say you could take Facebook and Instagram, those are probably going to be two of the best ones. And maybe you could also utilize LinkedIn, but make sure that you're posting consistently and posting value adding content. Well, you could post pictures of you and your dog, but it's not going to benefit your business unless you're also posting information that's teaching people about web design, SEO, and also showing people that you're credible and trustworthy. I think that if you put effort into social media, this could be a huge contributor to new clients and new eyes on your business. So number 10 is partnering up with other agencies or other professionals. Before I get started with these, just remember to leave a thumbs up on the video and also subscribe if you are getting any value or you want to see more videos about web design, growing your business, Webflow, and Shopify. Moving on to number 10, moving into some of the best strategies to actually find leads and clients for your business. Now, there's some good examples of people you could partner up with, like other graphic designers, because graphic designers are consistently getting leads, for web design. People are coming to them and saying, hey, do you also build websites? And if they don't actually have interest in building websites or web development, all they want to do is design logos, maybe wireframes, web design, that type of thing, then there's a good chance that you could be in a great partnership with these people. And it doesn't just have to be graphic designers. It could be a lot of other people like ITs or, marketing specialists, really anybody who potentially just has too much work or they're not interested in taking on certain projects. You could be the one to help fill that gap, help them fill those projects, and you could get some of that overflow. So the next one would be past projects. Now, although you can't actually use this strategy when you're first starting out, over time, this is going to be a really useful strategy because when you have a bunch of websites that have your name right on them, a lot of people are going to end up finding this. If they like your website, and if you did a good job developing that website, then you have a link straight to your website, and there you go. So the more you could build up your portfolio, the better. And that's why I think it's so important at the beginning to take a lot of jobs, even if they might not be the highest paying, because you really want to start building out your portfolio so you have work to show. Now, the next one is along the same lines, and it's hard to do when you're first starting out, but over time, this is hopefully going to be the number one source of leads for your business, and that would be referrals. So if you're doing a good job designing and developing sites and hopefully managing those sites and maybe running an SEO campaign, then the clients should also be referring you to other people, because if they like you so much, then hopefully they're referring you to a lot of other business owners that they know. And referrals are the number one way to actually build trust really quickly, because if you trust somebody and then they tell you that they trust someone, it's kind of like a handoff of trust. And so it's going to be a great strategy for you over time to build your business exponentially, because the more clients you get, the more referrals you get, and then it's a circle, snowball. Now, moving into the top 3 strategies that I think are the best ways to grow your business: Google and Facebook ads. So this is kind of along the lines of building a funnel. So what you're going to want to do is either, run these Google ads and Facebook ads straight to your website, or create a landing page that's specifically built for these people who are checking you out. So let's say that you built a sales funnel from Facebook ads. Say that the Facebook ad was a video running that showed a case study of you turning a dentist website into something that looks great, and then running an SEO campaign, and then all of the results that they've achieved from that campaign. Then you direct them to a landing page that you built, which is a summary of the case study of that dentist client that you built the website for. And then maybe it has some other call to actions, or maybe you even have a contact form or a newsletter subscription option, something that's going to capture that lead. This is a really good way to kind of automate the process of generating leads. So this is going to be a really good strategy for you to kind of increase your dollar ad spend and then also increase the amount of leads that you actually have. So by building this funnel, you're going to have a really effective strategy where you could put dollars in and get leads out. Now, if you didn't do a great job on your sales funnel, then maybe that's not going to work out very well. You might end up spending too much money to acquire those leads. But if it's done correctly, I have seen this make people so much money, and not just in the web design industry. All right, number 2 on my list is YouTube. Now, obviously, I'm here, filming videos. I'm trying to educate people about web design, SEO, growing your agency. And I think that there's a lot of value in YouTube. So it's not like I've gotten a ton of leads from YouTube. I have gotten leads, but my channel is really small at the moment. You know, I'm at like 250 or 260 subscribers. And I think that over time, this is going to be one of the biggest source of new leads and revenue in general for me, because as you grow a YouTube channel, first of all, it grows exponentially. And then over time, if you really build, you know, a fan base or people who just genuinely think that your information is valuable, then that's going to be a great source of leads for your business. So obviously YouTube is something I'm really excited about. You know, there's so many ways you can make money from YouTube, and that's why I've invested so much time and money into it, because I think it's going to have really great returns over time. Now, I get it, YouTube can be pretty difficult. Not everybody wants to get in front of a camera and invest thousands of dollars into camera gear and then, you know, prep content, edit it. It is a really big job, but over time, I think that it's going to be a great source of leads for you if it's done correctly, because when you make a video, it stays up forever. And if it's a good video, it's going to be providing, you know, value for as long as the video is up. And so this is a great way to put effort in and get long-term results. And now we're going to move into the number one way that I have found web design clients so far, and that would be networking. So networking, I think that it's a really powerful strategy when you're first getting started. Over time, you know, I've shifted a little bit. I've shifted my focus towards more of like the YouTube route and the ads route, the social media route. But I think that at the beginning, networking is the number one way to grow your business. Number one, the obvious reason is it's helped me find new clients, especially when you don't have any portfolio pieces. Nobody is going to really trust you. And so building relationships with people has helped me get my foot in the door into a bunch of different clients and helped me, you know, get in to build their website and do some SEO. And it's helped me get a lot of experience, which I think is really important. And on top of that, I've met a lot of really great people, and I've learned a lot from those people, not even just in terms of like web design, but just in terms of, you know, business experience, life experience. You know, sometimes you're going to have people in the group who are just really knowledgeable and they have a lot of experience that's going to help you grow your business exponentially and, you know, take leaps ahead of where you would have been if you didn't have people telling you the mistakes they made and the lessons they've learned over time. So that's why I put networking number one on my list, because, you know, becoming a business owner is about more than just finding leads. I think that networking has been the most important thing to develop relationships and also to learn, and then obviously to find new clients. So I hope that you found some value out of this video, and if you did, again, leave me a thumbs up and also comment down below, what is your favorite way to find clients? What are you using? Do you like any of these strategies? Do you dislike them? Let me know down in the comments, and also consider subscribing to the channel for more, you know, content about growing your business and also Webflow and Shopify.